Hi there, it's James here. Today I am sorting out some pictures. I illustrate all my own books. I do all the work myself. So I have hundreds and hundreds of pictures. I've written 5 books now. They're all about 160 pages. Most pages are illustrated, so you can see that. It's a lot of pages. So I've got piles and piles and piles of pictures that I need to organise. In the past, I just kept them in. Yeah, I've got one on the floor here. I just kept them in these paper folders. You see, it says Cat Who Taught Zen, Chapter 2. And I would just have 30 pictures stuffed in here. Not very much care for my own work. When I got them out, I realised some were slightly bent and creased, and that's not a great thing overall, is it? So I decided I would sort them all out. I would put them all into nice folders and keep them all properly. That way I can also go through them and look through them. I've also found, quite interestingly, quite a few pictures, like this one, which I really like. So, I really like that picture. And that was originally from the Cat Who Taught Zen. If you've read the book, at one point the tiny dragon comes across a deer in the book. No spoilers. Originally it was a tiger, and I thought, but over time I thought, no, I need to change the tiger, because I think a tiger appears elsewhere in the book, and I thought that might add confusion or whatever, so I changed it to a deer. However, this picture, which I spent a lot of time painting and coming up with, and I really like, is redundant. And I can use it for something else. So I'd love to use it for a different picture or something like that. So I have to get my mind to that and what I can do with it. So that was another great asset of going through all the folders of pictures and working out, categorising them, putting them all in the right folders, and seeing which pictures I never actually ended up using, or some sketches which are quite appealing and could be used for something. So yeah, let's go and have a look. So this is the area I'm working in at the moment. See, this is not my workroom is quite rustic. I like it like this. So this is again more pictures from the Cat Who Taught Zen, and you can see this is the piles of. So pick one of these at random, and what is this? You can open up a page. Open up. See, and I've got this. I think this is from my new book. Oh no, it's not. This is from the dog who followed the moon, or following the moon in the UK. This is a lino print I made. So yeah, anyway, you can see all these pictures are just stuffed in here. They're really not good enough. I think a little bit of self-respect for my own work is a good thing. So what I'm doing, I've got these little folders here, and you can see, so they're not in the order of the book or anything like that, so that would take forever. But these are, so you can see this is a page where I worked out how to draw the monkey. I went through different monkey ideas in the book. See, he didn't end up like that in the end, he ended up like this. But originally he was a little cartoon monkey. How well you can see him. Oh, there we are. But I quite liked him, but in discussions and stuff with the editor and things, we decided to go with something more like this. So this was me for the designs for the wolf cub I did. I still find a lot of drawing quite difficult. I can't always portray exactly what I want. So I do end up going wrong an awful lot, but So, and there's the stag I was talking about. So yeah, that's the deer, and that was the tiger that was going to be. I really like the tiger, but the deer is good as well. Ooh, and serves a distinct function. Tiny dragon. Anyway, I won't show you too much. I suppose it doesn't really spoil the book at all. This is quite interesting. This is like layout cards that I used to design the book. So I write all the chapters out on this, and then I mixed them all around because the Cat Who Taught Zen is based on Zen stories, so it has essentially like 10 Zen stories, and then I had to work out in what order I wanted those Zen stories to appear in. So I wrote them, all the Zen stories, and then I sort of moved them all until they made a story, and then I numbered them. And here we go. That's those. That was my Japanese publisher asked me to, Kitten Sketches. My Japanese publisher asked me to write something special for the front of the Japanese edition, and I did learn some Japanese, so I tried to write the message in Japanese, but it didn't go very well, so I didn't use that in the end. Pictures. Some of these weren't used, some of them were used. As originally I'd tried to calligraphize some of the text, but I didn't use that in the end. These are just experiments using different medium. This is using markers instead of ink and paint. Another picture of the tiger. I quite like that picture. That came out nice, I think. This was an interesting picture. There's a little story behind this one. So here, yeah, a little interesting sub-story here. This picture here, you can see it says Wu Wei on there. If you're familiar with Wu Wei, it's sort of a Taoist philosophy of non-forcing, or sort of effortless action. It's worth looking up if you're interested. But yeah, I was struggling with the pictures. I was, you know, it's a lot of work to put the books together, and I was finding it quite difficult. And I'm not naturally great at drawing cats, so I had to put a huge amount of work into learning to draw cats for the book. And especially tigers should have a certain quality to them, and I think a power. And I wanted the tiger to go from angry to sort of gentle, and you know, it's important to convey these emotions, and it's but quite difficult. And I was getting a bit frustrated with my inability to draw all the, convey the emotions with the pictures. I get a bit despondent, if I'm honest. And then I watched a talk on Wu Wei. I would often listen to talks like that sort of thing while I was drawing. And it was the art of effortless action, and it sort of hit me, and I went, oh, like let's just let go and go, whoa, and just, you know, let the ink flow through you, kind of thing. Like, oh, that's one of my cats that's come to see us. You know, just sort of really, just relax and chill out and just have some fun. And this was the picture. Hey, Loki. This was, yeah, hello. Do you want to say hi to Loki? Hi to sweetie. Brief interlude where we have Loki time. This is Loki. It's a soft little thing. And you don't like being upside down now. No. Been to the vet to have his teeth done. Oh, right. Wu Wei. So I was, and the first thing I did, I painted this picture, and I really liked it, and it had everything I wanted in it. You know, the tiger, he still looks, to my eyes, strong and powerful, but he looks sort of slightly curious and slightly gentle, and you know, the cat looks unbothered. Sort of, the picture does everything I wanted it to do. When I stopped trying, which was, I don't know, you make that what you will. But I often find when I stop trying really hard, things fit together better. You still have to try. You can't sit on the sofa all day playing video games. But there's a level of effort that's in the sweet spot, I think. What that is for you personally, obviously you have to discover. Anyway, I'll show you a little bit more footage of some of the other albums. So, yeah, so what I would do, where's that picture? There we are. Funny to note as well that these are drawn on terrible paper, like the worst paper. I still have this a weird thing that I don't want to use good paper because I think I'm wasting it. And I am, it sounds terrible, I am getting over it. Like this picture here is drawn on really nice, good quality watercolour paper, and I do that on the whole, but I still have this feeling that I should be using cheap paper. So yeah, that one's not finished. But here's another one. This is Big Panda Pictures. I haven't even looked through it, so let's see what's in here. So, interesting, watercolour paper comes in non-standard sizes, so a lot of the time it won't fit in there. So that, see that one? This is bamboo pictures that I drew for art for the original book cover. For the very first book I did, we needed some ideas for the book cover, so I drew these little, well, you can see the little pictures of bamboo and rocks and things just to use as a print. That's one of the samples from the original book cover. Just a tryout to see from Penguin to see what the book would have looked like. Well, could potentially look like. This picture I did recently. That was a commission I did that I don't think the person ever wanted. I don't think they ever wanted it. No, I think that was a practice for the commission. I think that's right. These are pictures that I've drawn and they didn't end up being used for some reason. Just sketches of practicing. That one was for the journey. I never used it. I didn't quite like the feel of it. I didn't really like the colours too much. I think I did use this one. This was also for the journey. Torii arches represent the going from the material world to the spiritual world. So I wanted to, have Torii arches feature quite a lot in the book. But that was one Torii arch too many, so that one never got used. Although I really like it. Tiny Dragon's temple where he lives, that I didn't use that picture for some reason. That's a bit gaudy. I think the greens are too strong in it. Maybe I'll knock them back one day and use the picture. That was for Following the Moon. That was a print that the American publishers wanted to do as a sort of giveaway when you bought the book. So they asked me to do that picture so they could do a print. Anyway, you get the idea. And here, a little sneaky peek. These are from my new book that's coming out in a month or so. I won't show too many, but it's a Panda and a Dragon book. So this picture I like. I really quite like that one. Yeah, I think that's where the whole book starts. Rundown tea house. I don't know. I've got a thing about abandoned buildings. Thank you very much for coming along with me for a little tour of my books. If you like them, let me know, and I will. I've got tons of them. That cupboard is full of folders of my work, so we could perhaps have another browse through some other folders sometime of some other books. If you enjoyed the video, like or subscribe. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.